go. Perfect. All right, perfect. What's up, everybody? Tighten up, tighten up. Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? Okay, man. At first, you guys, I wanted to kind of go over what Brian Callahan said in Sunday's presser. Kind of, he went over everything, and I wanted to kind of go over it with you guys. Brian Callahan talked after the 17-13 preseason win against the 49ers. Next up is a pair of joint practices versus the Seahawks and a preseason game against the Seahawks next Saturday at Nissan Stadium. Let's see. Callahan said the team expects to get Jamal Adams back at practice this week and safety Quandre Diggs back into a full workload after signing with the team last week. Quandre Diggs is going to be big, you guys, and Jamal Adams, and they've worked together before. Just pay attention and enjoy Tennessee Titans football. Trust me. Let's see. Linebacker Luke Gifford will miss time after suffering a concussion on opening kickoff last game against the 49ers. Let's hope he's okay. You don't want to get that. You don't want to get the ball rolling on the injury bug. We've had the worst injury history in the last 2 years. We got to make sure it's better this year. So hopefully Luke's okay. The Titans are scheduled to practice against the Seahawks on Wednesday and Thursday of this week. Callahan said because the starters are expected to get 2 days of physical work against the Seahawks, many of them might not even play in preseason game number 2. I'll officially give you more playtime information at the end of the week, Callahan said, but the starting point for the starters will be to play a little less, if at all, depending on how the 2 practices go against the Seattle Seahawks, since it will be such a heavy workload on those guys. The emphasis will be for the ones to get out a lot of reps in the joint practices and the 2s and 3s to play a lot more in the games. I like that. I don't want the starters to get hurt, man. We need as many guys as possible for that week 1 game against the Bears. Callahan said his expectations is defensive lineman Jeffrey Simmons, edge Harold Landry, and cornerback L'Jarius Sneed might not play in the preseason at all. You don't need them. For what? For what? I don't need to see a lot of Jeff and Harold. Those guys kind of have proven it, Callahan said, and L'Jarius won't play in preseason. I don't see that being the case. Let's see. He said maybe we decide by last week that Harold and Jeff go out for a couple of plays just to knock the pads around. I don't want to see that personally, but as of right now, I don't think those guys will play. Why play them? Don't play them. You don't need them to. You don't need them to. Let's see. Callahan singled out veteran offensive lineman Daniel Brunskill and third-year player Andrew Rupchick when asked about the offensive lineman behind the first group on Saturday. It was a good game for him, Callahan said of Rupchick, a positive performance. Callahan said it was a good start for the first-team offensive line while also giving backup Jalen Duncan a shout-out for doing some good things. Jalen Duncan's a okay backup, but you don't want him being the guy. It just doesn't work. All right, this is where it gets interesting. Brian Callahan, Tennessee Titans head coach, says running back Hassan Haskins performed well on special teams while Julius Chestnut had a better day carrying the football and in the passing game. I hope Julius Chestnut's the backup. He's earned it, in my opinion. I would like to know what you guys think in the comments section about that. Callahan said those players are battling for a spot behind running backs Tony Pollard and Ty J. Shakespeare, the barber. It will acknowledge keeping 4 backs on the 53-man roster would be a luxury. Callahan said felt good calling the plays for the first time Saturday night, and he thought the process went smooth. If I felt a lot better now than I did 24 hours ago, Callahan said. And he's going to get better and better. He's going to feel more and more confident. It's going to get better. Trust me. Trust me. Work out a few things here and there, and then when you go into week 1 against the Bears, just boom, launch the attack. The Tennessee Titan attack, baby. Callahan said rookies Tavondre Sweat and Jalen Harrell both dealt with first-game nerves, and he expects them both to settle in and improve next game. Yeah, Tavondre Sweat was really nervous. I heard them say that. Callahan said linebacker Chance Campbell had a great outing by playing loose and fast and aggressive. Callahan said he thought Otis Reese, the 4th, also played well, and they made the most of their opportunities. Callahan said rookie James Williams has flashed as well during practices. James Williams is a rookie that we drafted. He's a former safety for the Miami Hurricanes, and we drafted him. He's playing linebacker for us, so he's very green. He doesn't have a lot of experience at the linebacker position, but he's 6'4", and he can tackle. He hits so hard. He's going to fit in perfectly to what we're doing. I can't wait to see how he works into it. And again, he's learning a new position, so just work with him. Let him learn what he's got to learn, and then hell, maybe he hits the field sooner rather than later. But his tackling ability is very nice, so I'm very happy to see his capabilities and what he can do. The Titans went for it on fourth down twice in Saturday's game, once on 4th and 1 at the San Francisco 2 in the first half, and the other time on 4th and 1 at the San Francisco 49 in the fourth quarter. Callahan said the team will maintain our aggressiveness when our analytics tell us it's the right time to go. Callahan said decisions moving forward will depend on our variables such as field position, time of game, the opponent's defense, etc. We'll be aggressive on fourth down, Callahan said, as long as it's in the parameters of how we have the game set up, and it varies from game to game. That's true, too. Every game's different. We won't be afraid to go for it, and I like that, man, because, again, man, we've gotten so used to so many Titans teams that are, all right, just play defense, hold the team under 20, and you try to kick as many field goals to win. Like, that's ridiculous, bro. We've got an offense that can score as many points as we need them to score. I can't wait. You guys, seriously, I'm so excited for this football season. Can't wait. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, that's going to, trust me, I think so. Chat section, put it in the chat section. How do you guys feel about the Titans being more aggressive on fourth down? I think we're going to need to be. Obviously, I trust Nick Folk. Obviously, I trust Ryan Stonehouse, but we got to be able to score points. You can't just trust your punter and defense and your field. No, you got to score. Let's go and win games because of offense now. How about that? How about that? Callahan noted the importance of Rob Radier, Assistant Director of Football Strategy for the Titans, on game days and during the week. Callahan and Radier will lead the team's game management and will help the team make decisions on clock management, replays, timeouts, when to challenge, etc. Man, it seems like Vrabel didn't know nothing about those in-game situations. Oh, man, I love this. He's the one I hear most of the game in my headset, Callahan said of Radier. He's the one I hear all the time, and he is like the rules expert on top of it, so he knows everything. He's going to let Callahan know, hey, man, you might not be able to do that. I love it, man. I'm excited for this team. Callahan said Scott Cohen, hired in analytics by the team, will also be involved in the process. Scott and Rob on game days are working in tandems together with management part of the team, Callahan said, and that's everything from timeouts, clock management, replay, any situational calls that I need to be aware of. They are always monitoring that part of the game while I am doing the offense and defense and special teams. Those guys have been fantastic. They're super, super smart, and we're lucky to have them. That's interesting, and I like that, bro. Let's get it going, man. We got an analytics team. We got it all, bro. We're ready to go. In-game situation, clock management, replay, all that stuff is being handled by those guys. I can't wait to see how that works out, but that way Callahan can focus on offense, defense, special teams, and whatnot, and those guys can kind of give him a help upstairs. I like that. I really do like that a lot. I think that's going to be really big for the Titans going forward. Let me know in the comment section how you guys are feeling about all that. Again, man, I'm happy about having Brian Callahan, man. I think he's going to be a special coach. I really do.